There's a moment in every man's life when he realizes something terrifying, that he's not in control. Not of how people treat him, not of the chaos around him, not even of his own emotions. But what if I told you the Stoics had already solved this, that buried inside you is a kind of power so stable, so absolute, nothing and no one can ever shake you again. Section 1. The illusion of control. A man walks into his day thinking he's free, but the world owns him. A glance, a tone, a delay, and he's no longer calm. He's reactive. One insult, and his mind floods with anger. One rejection, and doubt eats him alive. One unexpected change, and he unravels. He blames the world. He blames the people. He never stops to ask, why does this affect me so deeply? The Stoics had an answer. They saw what most people never do, that nothing outside you has power unless it finds something inside you to grip. If you feel shaken, it's not the world shaking you. It's your attachment to it. The chaos isn't out there, it's within. Until you master that, you will remain a prisoner of your own reactions. But once you do, no one and nothing can move you again. Section 2. The inner shift, how perception creates reality. The world is neutral. Events are neutral. Even people are neutral. The only thing that gives them meaning is you. A breakup isn't inherently tragic. A failure isn't inherently humiliating. A rejection isn't inherently personal. It's your mind that decides what they mean. Picture this. Two men lose their job. One spirals into anger, shame, and despair. The other, he sees an open door, a clean slate, a chance to realign. Same event, different perception, entirely different reality. The Stoics understood this before psychology gave it a name. Cognitive reframing, the ability to shift how you interpret what happens, and by doing so, change how you feel about it. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it, and this you have the power to revoke at any moment." And yet, most men never revoke it. They carry their pain like a badge, as if it proves they've been wronged, as if it gives them identity. But pain is not proof. Pain is a mirror. If you see every wound as something done to you, you stay weak. But if you see every wound as something revealed within you, you become strong. The inner shift isn't soft, it's radical. Because once you stop blaming what's outside, you reclaim something far more powerful: control over your own mind. Section 3. Shadow triggers, what your reactions reveal about you. Someone insults you. You're weak. You're foolish. You'll never make it. And suddenly, something burns inside you. But pause for a moment. Why does it burn? If it were completely untrue, if it held no weight in your own mind, would it even register? Carl Jung had a name for this: the shadow, the hidden self, the rejected parts of you that you've buried, denied, or forgotten. Every emotional reaction is a flare from that shadow. It's not a sign that others are powerful. It's a sign that there's something inside you still bleeding. Think of it like this. The world is a mirror. It reflects not who you pretend to be, but who you truly are beneath the surface. If the mirror shows anger, insecurity, fear, that reflection came from you. Or imagine your emotional system as a wound. The insult didn't create the cut. It simply pressed where you were already hurt. And here's where the Stoics became truly untouchable. They observed the pain instead of reacting to it. They asked, what does this emotion reveal about me? Because once you stop blaming the insult, once you stop avoiding the trigger, and you start studying it, you're no longer a victim. You become the master. That is the power of shadow work. That is the Stoic path to freedom. Section 4. The detachment shift. How untouchable minds are made. Most people think power is control. Control over people, over situations, over outcomes. But the ones who are truly powerful don't need control because they've already conquered the one thing that matters most, themselves. You don't need to avoid toxic people. You don't need to manipulate outcomes. When your peace is internal, you become untouchable, not cold, not numb, but calm, like the eye of a storm. Imagine this. You're walking through chaos, noise everywhere, criticism, pressure, expectations, all pulling at you. And yet inside, you're still. That's not a fantasy. That's what the Stoics trained for. Apatheia, not indifference, but emotional sovereignty. The ability to feel without being ruled. Think of a mountain. The wind screams, the storm rages, but the mountain does not move. Or imagine the sky. The storm passes through it. Clouds come and go. Lightning strikes. Thunder roars. But the sky remains unchanged. You are not the emotion. You are the awareness behind it. And the best part, anyone can build this. Through practice. Through awareness. Through the radical act of no longer letting the world define who you are. That's where the shift happens. You stop being the puppet. You become the player. Or better yet, you become the one who watches the game from above. Section 5. The moment of power. Rewiring the reaction. Emotional reactivity is not who you are. It's just who you've been trained to be. Every time you react without thinking, you're strengthening a pattern in the brain. But the brain is plastic, and patterns can be broken. Studies in neuroscience show this clearly. The more you observe your reaction instead of acting on it, the weaker the reaction becomes. That's the moment of power. That split second before you respond, where you feel the trigger rising. But instead of reacting, you watch. Like a scientist studying a flame, you feel the heat, but you don't let it consume you. That's how untouchable minds are made. Not through force, but through observation, through awareness, through choosing not to feed the fire. And the more you do this, the more your nervous system learns a new way. Calm becomes your default. Presence becomes your weapon. The world may still test you, but you no longer flinch. And when that happens, you'll know. You've become the storm's silence. So the next time life pulls your strings, the next time someone tries to shake your peace, ask yourself one thing. Is this me Or is this just a pattern I'm finally ready to break? Because when you stop reacting, the world stops controlling you. And in that moment, you don't just find peace, you become it. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to our channel for more Stoic wisdom. See you in the next video.